Trinity Classical Academy, pursuing God, seeking excellence. Visit trinityclassicalacademy.com.
Behind here, there is a number one that is an obvious number one. That if you don't know who this number one is, you should probably not work here and go work for the competition.
Ask me.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm going
What's your take this
to, say Valencia.
What?
Girls tennis.
Wow. I
think she nailed it.
Did I nail it?
Yes. I was going to say that she should work for the competition, but yes.
All right, we got
Valencia
two
tennis.
Valencia tennis things at the top.
And the reason I have Annie Kellogg number 2 is this has been a long journey for a 20-year coach and one of the best coaches in the Santa Clarita Valley. And he's gone through, she had a bout of cancer. Annie has coached both the boys and girls teams tirelessly. She concentrates on the girls team this year. She's number 2, but her team number 1. Disagreement?
I think you should put them together. I don't think that you should put them separate. I mean, it's kind of like what I said on last week's game.
The
but
lady has put 20 years into it. She needs some credit, so we're giving her some credit. So you want to take away her credit by putting her with it?
We can add her credit to Valencia's tennis as well.
Some of your
and she finally finished the job. That was the biggest thing. You know, I mean, she had come so close to winning a title before. Finally.
Does she deserve her own spot, Dan?
I think she does. I think she actually does this week.
Thank you.
I mean, tennis doesn't get a lot of play for us on this show.
Yes.
This week it does.
Yes.
This week it's big.
Sam Ortega, you know why she's number 3?
I mean, Sam Ortega is always good, but why specifically is she number 3?
Did you know she's going to be in Sports Illustrated next week?
I did not know
She
that.
will be one of the faces in the crowd in Sports Illustrated. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's incredible.
Huh. Insider information.
Who's your source?
Sports Illustrated. Brady and
sense.
Trent, just because they keep getting the job done. And then Colton and Culp, say that 5 times fast.
I don't want to try.
Okay, go ahead.
Why Colton and Culp?
We were both at
You
that
were-
game,
you were
weren't
there?
we?
What
I
happened
was there
with
the first
community
half,
football?
second half.
Colton and Culp, what happened with them?
They were the dynamic duo of the game.
Culp
They made
had-
it happen.
Culp had the
basically.
bigger game for Trinity, and they've reached the semifinals of the Division II 8-man playoffs.
Yep.
Colton's been there all year, Colton Oshiro. But Mike Harrington up there because Mike Harrington football teams always get it done in the postseason.
The only Foothill League team to get it done this week.
You were surprised as well. What did you tell me before the game started? That they were going to lose? Didn't you tell
Well,
me that?
I thought Valencia certainly would win this week, and that was surprising.
It was
So,
very
I think
surprising
you
and
gotta
disappointing for them as
Yeah,
well.
you gotta give part credit. They do. Like I said, they always get it done this time of year.
Dan, you're Mr. Volleyball. Why Santa Clarita Christian up there?
They're in the semifinals. They're in their first semifinal since 2002,
Whoa!
when they were in the when they made it to a CIF championship. So SCCS volleyball. Kylie Brown, maybe Kylie Brown should have her own spot.
The whole
up there.
and Mama Brown.
And Mama Brown, Darcy, the coach.
Wow, how about that? Where'd you get that 2002 information? Sports Illustrated?
Sports Illustrated. They had it all. Yeah.
Good. Left a blank for 8 for you guys to take care of that. And then number 9 and 10, because they've had such great seasons. JJ Wilson, who some of the more unintelligent people on Twitter didn't realize when we were saying it was the end of his prep career, they thought that we were dogging him, but that was credit for this young man for a spectacular season.
What did people think on Twitter that we meant by that?
They thought, like, ha ha, your career is over.
So, really?
Not very intelligent.
I guess not. So we're putting, all right. We're putting athletes up there whose seasons are already done.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I see the logic in that.
Okay, well, give me some logic. Who should be
I'm
number
going to
8?
go with Abby Weitzel. She signed with UC Berkeley, and she got a lot of positive response on our Twitter feed. So I think that she's a contender for the number 8 spot. What do you think, Dan?
I think Nancy makes a good
Abby
point
shouldn't be any higher?
Abby, yeah, I was just gonna say Abby should maybe be higher than number 8 because I mean she's going to UC Berkeley and she is one of the best swimming prospects in the country.
See, I would combine that with something from your wheelhouse. You're Mr. Volleyball, right?
Correct.
You're also Mr. Track and Field. Why have you not talked about Nathan Boltman?
Putting you on the spot, Dan?
Yeah, you are putting
Did you
me on the
sleep
spot.
too much today?
Say no comment.
Enough.
Say no comment.
I slept not enough.
So I think Nathan and Abby.
Nathan Boltman, the big commits this week, or the big signees, really. They signed, Nathan Boltman's headed to USC.
Big commits.
Big commits. There you go. This was signing week, so we
Signing
did have some
week.
big signings. But still, that's just number 8, huh?
Yep.
Why do you leave number 8 blank? That's just random to me.
Because he didn't do his homework, he couldn't think of any more players, so he wanted us to do the rest of the job.
Because
Am I right?
I think that your opinion and Nancy's opinion probably should warrant the number 8.
Wow. So you just get to rule the whole top 5. You never change any of this.
Then change it. Tell me, does that belong down?
Why waste my time telling you? You're not going to change it
I'll
anyway.
change it if you can say Valencia Tennis doesn't belong at number 1.
Well, I mean, that I'm not going to argue.
I'm going to definitely argue that she belongs at number 2, even
And
though you don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't.
Well,
I really don't.
Change your tune. Apparently convinced you.
I really don't think so.
Number 3, Sports Illustrated Ortega.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
Come on. Brady.
And we have CIF cross-country finals this week.
Looks
so
like you
that's
guys are happy with the top 5.
I'm pretty content with it. I can't really argue.
Why
with
change it?
I mean,
Okay.
Trinity. Maybe with Trinity, I almost kind of want to say like Trinity defense. They've I think have 4 straight shutouts. They haven't even been scored
14
on.
straight shutouts.
4,000.
47 straight shutouts.
Yeah, they haven't been scored on since like mid-October.
I was at that game, Faith Baptist,
Yeah.
which is a game they controlled in the second half.
Well, and they're playing a tough team this week. So,
Joshua Springs.
yeah.
Okay.
Number 1 in the state.
This is going to be the shortest show ever unless you guys can think
What
of
about
something
Heart
else.
Volleyball? We were talking about that before the show, Dan. I know that
I thought about that.
I know that they didn't win because they're the first team ever in the school's history to make it to the quarterfinals. So even though that they didn't win, I mean JJ Wilson, he didn't win either. So
Nancy is upstaging me on my beat. Volleyball's my
Aren't you
beat.
Mr. Volleyball?
Yeah, but she's right. I mean, I will give her credit. I think Hart, historically, they've never made it that far.
you got to give them
We
some
give
credit.
these 2 athletes credit because it's the end of their season. So what about Hart? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
their end of
Good
their
point.
season.
When you walk into the store, do people go, "Hey, there's Mr. Volleyball"?
They do say that. Yeah.
Okay.
They just like mob me, the crowds.
I would delete Mike Carrington and put Heart
Delete
Volleyball.
Mike Carrington.
Well, we already have Brady and Trent kind of representing Heart, so that's how I look at it.
Mr. Playoffs, that's what they call him, right? When he walks into the supermarket, they go, "Oh, there's Mr. Playoffs," right?
Something like that.
See, okay.
Sports Illustrated.
Here we go.
says it.
So we delete JJ.
Ooh, okay.
JJ with
Okay, I like that.
Season ender.
The
and
end
then
of their
Hard Volleyball,
Yes.
Heart V-ball.
B-ball. Look at that.
What about
penmanship.
COC V-ball? They're also conference champions.
Nobody's
Same.
talking about them though.
Yeah, but I mean,
We will be there this week.
You got to give credit where credit's due.
Maybe we can put them underneath the notes.
Notes. There you go.
COC,
Yeah.
actually, you could say COC ladies because COC women's soccer and women's volleyball both conference
Sure.
champs.
Dan's a ladies' man. They go when he walks in the store. They go, "There's the ladies' man."
They say a lot of things when I walk into the store. This is odd.
COC
They
ladies.
have all this time to say this.
Wow, I'm very surprised. He actually took all of my suggestions, so that makes me feel good.
Well, except for your nonsense about the coaches.
You do
coach
not like
just-
Annie Kellogg for some reason.
Yeah.
I never said that. I like Kellogg's cereal. I agree with the list. What do you think?
I think
the
that's a good note
Quickest
to end
show
on.
of all time.
Not a lot of disagreeing going on this week.
No, not today.
It's a good list.
I think we have enough time where you can do some of your stand-up. Is there anything you gotta?
We can test out a couple jokes
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
So what's the deal with airline food? Am I right? Come on, it's bad and stuff.
I think that's it. I think there's their hot 10.
Good joke.